Hello friends, welcome back to another session for my financial and trading signals. We'll cover Tesla, of course, and also Forex. Today is 20th of March, and before I begin with these signals, I want to remind you all to subscribe, like and share if you want to keep seeing more content like this, okay? These are free signals with 90% accuracy on average. No one else has this, no one else can replicate this. So we got today basically yesterday and today kind of a day in range, okay? Barely any little action. You see, for example, the 19th of March trending slightly upwards, and the 20th of March trending basically on the same position, okay? The starting position is exactly the same, if not a little bit higher than the opening position. So basically we got these 2 days in range. One thing that I told you last video is that it was very likely to see levels plummet again and see basically the same levels that we saw on the 10th and 11th of March. And guess what, guys? I mean, my prediction came true again. I mean, look at this. We go back to the exact same levels. Okay, so this is really playing out as it could be probably one of the worst weeks, especially also one of the most boring weeks, because we basically see barely any action. Okay, and so far this entire week is trending downwards. It's not like the other one, which managed to recover with lots of volatility in between, but still it's looking worse. Now this, I thought that it could get worse today. There was a potential of seeing another correction today. So that really did not happen, but the overall position is back at the levels that I told you it will go back, especially in this week. Now, still we got another week for March before March ends officially. So the next week could be, we got 2 more weeks, I think. Kind of. So yeah, like a week and a half. So we have that potentially for Friday, we can see maybe another range day. Okay, that's Friday 21. So I really don't see much happening on that day. And I really hope it does end up being another range day, because it's usually better to finish the week and open the week with a relaxed price action. We don't really want lots of dramatic volatility on the first days and the last days of the week. So that will be the case maybe for Friday. But for the 24th of March, I think it could be possibly a correction. Around these days, it's a significant range of days from the 24th to the 27th. We are going to see some powerful corrections, okay? Probably even as powerful as the one that we saw on the 10th of March, possibly even worse, okay? Because these weeks, starting from this one, are really the worst ones for Tesla at least. So be aware of that. On Monday, we could see a volatile day, maybe trending downwards. Guaranteed volatility, I think, on the 26th is also a perfect candidate. A little bit also on the 27th. So that's basically the outlook for the next week. Now, 27, 26 are basically almost the last days of the week. So maybe that's another factor that will add up to the very likely scenario of seeing very volatile days around days 25, 27, possibly even a little bit earlier, maybe on the 25. So yeah, there's a potential for seeing a strong uptrend on the 27, on the 26, 27 around these days. But it's going to be very, very hard to actually tell, because it's going to be contested by this also danger range, which covers the same days. You see that this one starts a little bit earlier on the 24. And extends all the way to 27, just like this one. So these days, 26, 27, will be very hard to define. And if I were to say, I think it's way more likely to see them being corrections, because it's not going to be, in my opinion, that likely to see green days, especially powerful uptrends, around this so late into March. So yeah, that's basically the outlook for Tesla. Now let's take a look at the forex prediction. Okay, so the foreign signals. So far, this is the first surprise in the month. We got, for example, we got a surprise uptrend on the 19th. I was expecting, I mean, it was going to be very volatile, so we got that right. But I was also expecting to see maybe some kind of correction, or at least a small correction energy. That we really did see many, at least kind of similar on the 18th of March. Okay, not that much. It was not really that. Basically, kind of a yellow day, right? The initial position is similar to the starting one. So for the 19, I was expecting that correction to play out. So we really didn't see that happening. We got a very volatile day. The correction actually comes through today on the 20th of March. You can see right here. It's a full correction. Around to the lowest point, it's around 40%. So again, these percentages might not seem that big compared to Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies or even stocks, but for Forex, that's a big number. So it's significant, not really that volatile as the other ones, but it's significant nonetheless. So yeah, it's so far the only surprise right now. Now, it's almost guaranteed that we can see some kind of impulse, maybe some kind of recovery, maybe tomorrow, because I think it will be kind of hard to see a correction, a consecutive correction. But there's still a possibility, guys. I mean, at the very least, we can also see another correction by the 22, because it could happen. So right here, Forex is showing more opportunities for trading than Tesla. Tesla is basically going hard, basically only shorting or just praying for the next month to recover some of your losses if you have invested in the peaks of either March or even worse, February. So I hope you have not done that. But yeah, for Forex, it's showing more opportunities. But yeah, it's starting to go on basically this entire kind of days. It's a slow moving upwards range. Okay, many of these days, for example, like 3 consecutive days in range, then some kind of breakout, another 3 days of range, another breakout, and so on, right? So for these days, I think the price action going upwards will significantly weaken, because I don't think it's going to be very likely to see that happening anymore. We basically already got the last opportunity zones around the 16, 17, around right here. You can see that this was the 17, powerful. But on the 19, we also got a volatile day, just like it was predicted right here, forecasted. But yeah, there's not any other, especially green ranges. The only potential powerful ranges are basically around the last days of March, that is 28 to the 30th of March. So I will be kind of more bearish around these days. Okay, I will be very surprised if I actually see a really strong uptrend. Okay, by strong I mean 50% percentage, something like that. Above that, maybe even. So yeah, it's going to be kind of difficult, but yeah, the signals are there for Forex. Like I told you, expect some maybe some uptrends, maybe just tomorrow, maybe another correction on the 22, like I told you. We're still not out of this danger zone right here, but considering that the 20 of March was a correction and a significant one, I think we can safely assume that most of the danger right here on this danger zone from the 18 to 21 has already come to pass. Okay, it's going to be very hard to see a really strong correction again. For example, something that drives us back to these levels. Okay, this kind of support zone right here, which will take 30%. Okay, it's going to be difficult to see that, at least in the coming days. But yeah, guys, having said that, guys, I wish you all a good day. Again, subscribe, like, and share if you want to keep seeing more trading signals like this. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care.